And Tomb will give us a full heal here, which is fantastic. Oh, gives us more than a full heal. I was gonna say, Nemelex, you're gonna let me out, or is this my life now? Beautiful. Those Elven Knights definitely being a bit nasty. Oh, a Blade Master. Oh, me oh my. You met my friend, the Blade Master? And I guess let us draw a few more bits of destruction, and that should do decent in this economy. And an anti-magic Executioner's Axe, do one more. Pain isn't gonna do it, unfortunately. Maybe I should have been, like, throwing boomerangs at you as you approached. Please, sir, I'm just looking to heal. One heal. It's a Hexslinger rework spell, a new spell. Oh, interesting. But you were enjoying it? Let's do a bit of a detour here. Give me but a moment. DCSS Jinx Bite. I guess I could just ask one of you to define it for me, but I'm kind of curious. Summon sprites around enemies when they are hit. Interesting. Not a whole lot of info there. Self-buff that makes your attacks create will-checking sprites, inflict minor damage on enemies, and can slow. Very interesting. I do like the hexes getting a little bit of a rework, because I do feel like that's a very underloved, underappreciated school of magic. I mean, for good reason. It falls off pretty distinctly at the mid-game point. In fact, the only way to really make it work at the later stages of the game is to have something like the Orb of Guile. So, you know, screwing yourself, reducing your own willpower by half, but also those of the enemies around you. And even that is definitely a bit more of a meme build than a, you know, competitively viable one for survival, but still fun, for sure. And regardless, it all boils down to me being pretty happy to see some changes to hexes. Though I think it's going to be largely overshadowed on my end by the shapeshifter part of the update. I'm very, very excited to be testing that out a bit and seeing how it feels. Whenever Trunk comes to mainline, at least that's when I would assume I will be making that switch over. Guess always could potentially try out Trunk just for funsies if I'm feeling it at some stage in the future, but we'll see how it goes. Jinx Bites halves your will anyway, so might as well Guile at that point. Yeah, as long as they don't stack. But interesting. Okay, so I definitely read just a quick synopsis of the smell, and it was missing that information, which is too bad, because that's definitely very critical info, having your will. I mean, on any character other than the one I'm currently playing, because I'm pretty sure we'd still just have decent willpower on this run, even if it did get halved. I mean, it would require us to change back into some of our other willpower bits of equipment, but regardless, there we go. Shaft, yeah, even making us do Hall of Blades, which I feel like it's been a long while since we fooled around with any Hall of Blades action. Oh no, where did the Bogart go? You gotta hate. Oh, okay, never mind. It came right up to me to say hello. That's very polite, because I was about to complain about invisible... Let's try that again. Invisible, rather, summoners being a nasty combination here. At least if they know what they're doing. But okay, that's the first 2 floors of Elf. I guess we might as well continue. Doing alright here. Hey, Asterion. I don't think you'll be too much of a problem, but that's exactly what someone will oftentimes say right before putting themselves into hot water. And in fact, why are you doing so well against me, friend? We'll just deal 4. Let's go with Orb. Pain does work on you. and does work on you. Also, just turning you into an Emperor Scorpion, that's cool too. Fantastic. I also got mutated a little bit. Losing some of that much needed intelligence is not exactly what I was hoping for here. In fact, that must have been... what, a wand or something? What got me there? Asterion claws me, so that's after Asterion became an Emperor Scorpion here. Oh, there was a Cacodemon somewhere. Oh, I was just not paying attention. January 19th is the tentative tournament start. Ooh, so it's coming up here. Holy. Be here before we know it. I also just realized, is this not a little strange? Normally I view stone walls in Elf 3 as being the final area. Stairs don't go down into the final area though. That's not normal, at least. Is the game learning? Is it now going to start tricking me by making me believe that we're heading into the deep depths? I mean, to be fair, I believe this is now the deep depths. Or depths, rather. Maybe both, but hopefully not. No promises, of course. Let's just drop exclusions in both those entrances. It is nice having two entrances to the final chamber because it does mean we can do a little bit of jumping back and forth if things aren't going very straightforward on the initial approach. In fact, there could even be a third entrance I wouldn't be too surprised by. Maybe? Ah, yes, indeed. Hello. Okay, and this is definitely looking a bit more like the Elf 3 final zone. Hello, friends. Ooh, a Chit's Middle? Don't like that. A tin of tremor stones. Please remove the summoners from my vicinity. Or not really. That's cool too, I guess. Mummies also got buffed again. Now they get their first Necro enchant at level 1. Okay. Potentially, will that be enough to make me actually play Necromancers? Because I know that's generally not on my short list. And let us go straight for the source here, shall we? I mean, there is the main thing we were worried about. I don't care too much about the weapon attacking us. I'm more concerned about crystal spears ruining my day. Oh, hello, sir. Again, the game is listening to me a little bit more than I'd like and throwing our fears directly into my face. That's not great. 74 health. I definitely should just get out of there. I did end up killing the Annihilator first, so that's, nice and all, but probably wasn't the most intelligent decision to be made in that situation. Holy moly. Oh, I would definitely like this. Ooh, but I didn't notice we got the Ring of the Octopus King. Love the ring. Unfortunately, it's probably gonna have to go. Yeah, I'm still probably happier with this. I guess Evasion 5, Int 4, Slay 2. The rest is kind of meh. We don't need to worry about it. This would offset the -3 evasion with a bit of health, bit of shielding, bit of AC. I love the Octopus King, but unfortunately just not quite gonna cut it as per usual. But I'm hoping that that's pretty much the worst that Elf 3 will have to bear here. We definitely saw, what was it, 3 Blade Masters, no Master Archers yet. Hello, Master Archer. But still not the end of the world, even with that son of a gun showing up and doing. Let's pop around the corner here so that the Demonologist doesn't start bringing in too many friends early on. Beautiful. +4 sword with, ooh, fire resistance and positive energy. It's definitely starting to get closer to seriously considering it, at least. The Arbalist might have to hit the deck for now, and then we'll take this potion. I believe we left an ID scroll somewhere up here. There you are. Ocean of Magic, very interesting. Ooh, and definitely a bit of a theme here. All the demonologists one could possibly want. And protection from cold we probably don't need. There we go, an artifact ring. Never mind. Evasion +5 and a bit of stealth unfortunately doesn't make the cut. Not now. Not ever. But still a couple more treasure chambers to go. I mean, spell books, not the worst thing to bring into the equation here. And Scroll of Blinking, actually beautiful. Love to see it. Do you see it? Do you see what I see? The Shield of the Gong, baby. More willpower. Yeah. Of course, loud is always a bit nasty, but I'm pretty sure this is an easy swap. I do love me some Shield of Gong. Will give us resist corrosion, resist negativity, so that's nice for sure. Yeah, I'm a sucker for the gong, so let's definitely just throw that bad boy on. Looking good. Oh, Iron Gimbal. How about that? I was just about to say, these aren't actually conducive to the statement I'm about to make, but at least in a similar vein. I was just trying to quickly go through the Rolodex of unrand arts in my head and think about, is there a full build? Every single piece of equipment. Because you'd want like what are the Ice Climber shoes? Probably the Steadfast shoes are up there. Or the 7 Leagues boots. Helmet, lots of good ones there. Hat of the Alchemist probably would be my go-to. Mage Maulers, Orange Crystal Plate, Gong, Shield, and what weapon to finish that off? I guess we don't have necklaces or rings that are on Randarts. Right? I've never actually thought about that before. But I do believe that to be true. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm doubting everything in life. But man, Iron Gimbal, hey? Again, if we didn't just find the Shield of our dreams, I would be tempted, for sure. If only we were a Formicid. I really want to do a Formicid run with a character that uses Iron Gimbal. As well as some kind of nasty power shield or something. But okie dokie. Sorry. Brain is going blank. I'm just thinking gong noises. That's all that's going through my head right now. But I guess we're ready to head to depths, start clearing our way through there, and then we'll have to face the music and decide what the heck it is I'm doing. Definitely get that mouse out of there. I feel like I used to be really good with not leaving my mouse on screen, and lately I've very much regressed in that regard. And now I feel like I'm constantly leaving it there. And it's never a good sign when you realize something and you know that it's at least been a long while. Because it's very possible that I've just been forgetting it for the entirety of the stream up until this point. But regardless, let's not dwell too much on that. Oh, but what are you? The +8 Trishula Condemnation. Holy Anguish Noise. A weapon to bring forth guilt from the guilty. It was first wielded by the Archangel Lucriel, who, on seeing the suffering of the first mortals, led them as an army against the cruelty of the gods. The ragged survivors of Lucriel's army took this weapon with them into the wilderness, the sole remnant of the Archangel's virtue. It makes its victims' attacks reflect back on them. Okay. Makes noise in combat? Game, why are you saying that like it's a downside? So this actually changes everything, because for the longest time, I was under the impression that the God build was Singing Sword and Gong. That's the loudest build, a Quasal follower that's using the Singing Sword. But now there's Condemnation as well. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, pure noise strats. And we're getting closer and closer to the full Unrandart strats. Maybe I was unintentionally foreseeing the future in that regard. I wouldn't mind. It does sound like a fun way to finish off the run here, if at all possible. But okie dokie. Robe of the Evening Star. No, thank you, my friend. And we have 13, 26, and 13 cards. So I believe that means we're maxed out on the decks again here. For better or for worse, I would like then to probably find myself in a lackluster situation here at some point. Give us, you know, some active reason to be using that bad boy. Hello, my ghost friends. Holy moly. Is it louder than Chain Lightning, though? You know, I couldn't tell you. It's our first time using the Trishula here, and it's not very helpful that I'm also using the gong, because it means our noise meter is just going to be maxed out the whole time. It doesn't really matter what we do or what we use. But I am taking pretty much no damage constantly here, until we got to some attacks here that don't care about our shielding at least. I do have protection from fire. Unfortunately, just a wee bit, though. So probably should be slightly cautious. Actually, what am I doing? Let's start drawing cards. That's what we're here for, anyway. Vitriol, not great. I guess it doesn't really matter for me to go into hallways against this crew. Oh me, oh my. You know, let's drink a heal wounds before we do anything too stupid here, and let's head back to that stairwell. Nice little reality check there, because our first few encounters against enemies since the upgraded shield had been going far too smoothly. Do we have polearm skill? We should have enough as a Gnoll. At this stage, I think everything is pretty much at min delay, you know, until you get into the heavier ranged weapons. Let's double check that though. Yeah, 14, perfect. So we are at min delay here. 37 damage, so it is comparable to our Morning Star that we swapped away from. Is Condemnation yelling? Is it a talking? It intones a holy warrior psalm. Psalm? I think that's... Didn't really go to church at all growing up, so I'm not 100% sure on that one, but we'll go with psalm. Evening, folks. This is a Quaz Gnoll in disguise of Nem. Exactly. Yeah, we're here to make some noise and bring the thunder for sure. Okie dokie. Hello, my friends. Come one, come all, form an orderly queue, and meet your maker in condemnation. Holy moly. See, this is more like it. More enemies that attack. If you swing at me, then we're in a good spot. If you just explode in an AoE attack, then potentially needs some work. Gotta figure out some kind of trade-off there. How's BBC doing at this point? 34%. So it's still coming down. I mean, if we swapped over to our Wizardry Ring, 14%. Very castable, BBC. Don't know if I feel super comfortable walking around with no fire resistance, unfortunately. Also, game, if you want to throw more demons at us, please be my guest. I would like to use the Holy Brand a little bit more actively here. Magical capacity is low. Just as we're starting to think about getting into serious spell casting, that is an unfortunate mutation to get. In fact, I guess both of the mutations kind of running antithetical to that entire idea. Bit of a pain in the rear, but that's fine.